Novocaine! One of the funniest and most unexpected movie scenes I've seen this year is when Jack Quaid was hanging on the ceiling and the robber went inside. You expect Jack to do something acrobatic or something out of the ordinary. Maybe he will vanish? But instead, he was just left there hanging. That was hilarious.
Wow, that hurt!
But I have a question. Is the medical condition of Nathan's character, played by Jack Quaid, real? And how was he able to survive all the beating? I don't really watch trailers anymore, but I did watch the one for Novocaine because I thought the movie would be terrible. But Novocaine is actually decent, and Jack Quaid always impresses me every time he's on screen. Another great movie I watched this year was Companion, where he played the main villain of the story. You should check it out because personally, I enjoyed Companion more than Novocaine. Maybe because the trailer of Novocaine basically tells the entire story, except for the main twist of the movie. We found out that the damsel in distress, Sherry, is actually part of the planning of the robbery. I actually did not expect that. Also, I noticed that Novocaine has a Christmassy vibe with Christmas songs, robbers dressed as Santa Claus, Christmas lights on the trees, and Nathan Cain wearing a winter tie. The police even mentions a few times that they don't have enough people working because of the holiday, which makes things harder for Nathan Cain. The movie had so many Christmas references that it did not seem like it was meant to come out in March. As soon as I got home, I checked on my phone to see if the release date had been changed. No matter what I searched, I could not find anything that said Novocaine was supposed to come out in December and then got moved to March. So, the Christmas setting seems like a strange choice on purpose. The most likely reason for the Christmas theme in the movie that came out in March is that they wanted to copy the success of Die Hard, which is a Christmas action movie that came out in July. Because hopefully, people won't start arguing every year about whether Novocaine is Christmas movie like they do with Die Hard. So back to my question. Does Nathan Cain's medical condition actually exist in real life? Novocaine is about a man who can't feel pain. This makes you wonder if it's something real that can happen to people or if it's just a made-up idea for the movie. Novocaine is about an assistant bank manager played by Jack Quaid who can't feel pain.
Hey, Nate.
Hey.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
What? I'm fine.
You're a superhero.
He uses this special ability to help him catch 3 bank robbers who took the woman he loves as an hostage. As Nathan chases the robbers, he gets shot by a gun and a crossbow, burns his hand in a hot oil to grab a gun, gets hit in the back with a weird weapon, hurts his head a lot, and even goes through some painful but funny torture.
You understand pain?
Remember that scene when he punches the broken glass on the ground to use it as a weapon? That was brutal. While all of this makes the movie exciting, it's hard to believe that someone could take so much damage and still keep fighting and running. On the side note, the editing of Novocaine could use some work. Do you remember when Nathan was chasing the first robber and the robber got stuck in an alley? Nathan pointed a gun at him and he was shaking and the robber said, "You don't know how to shoot a gun, do you?"
Come on, man, just tell me where she is.
Then he pushed Nate and the gun fell. But in the very next scene, we see the gun on the kitchen floor, out of nowhere. Wait a minute. Anyways, is the medical condition real? Yes. SIPA, or congenital insensitivity to pain, is a real disorder. Nate's condition is real, and he even tells Sherry the medical name for it when he first talks about it. SIPA is a condition where people can't feel pain or changes in temperature, and they don't sweat much. People with SIPA take longer to heal from injuries, like broken bones or cuts, and sometimes their injuries don't heal right. It's a very rare condition affecting about 1 in 125 million people, but it's hard to know exactly how many because many people with it don't survive. People with SIPA often get hurt a lot because they can't feel pain, especially from things like burns and cuts. This usually starts when they are babies. They might bite their tongue or fingers without knowing, which can cause big cuts. Since they don't sweat, their body can overheat because they can't cool down, which can really be dangerous. It's a very serious condition and many people don't survive, but in some cases, like Nathan, can live into adulthood if they take good care of themselves. Novocaine does a good job showing how Nathan can't feel pain or heat, but it doesn't show some of the more serious and dangerous parts of this condition. At the start of the movie, Nathan's body looks completely normal, which could happen, but it's really unlikely because people with SIPA usually don't heal as fast as normal. He is not Wolverine. Nathan would probably have had problems because his injuries would heal slowly. The movie also skips over the fact that while he can feel pain, many of the injuries he gets would actually stop his body from working properly, so he would not be able to keep running and fighting. Have you seen Novocaine? What do you think about it? I'm beginning to think that Jack Quaid will be the next celebrity A-lister. From being known as Huey in The Boys, he's now making a name for himself as a great actor. I can't wait to watch more of him in his next movies. And as always, thank you for watching and take care.